Good morning. Welcome to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. Well, a little bit of snow in parts of our area. No snow in a lot of our area here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Nonetheless, hey, if you're traveling, we hope you are careful this weekend. The opening of the high school basketball season was last night, and some of the games are today, and we're going to talk with Berwick coach Jason Kingery. That's coming up in just a little bit. He is the boys basketball coach. He's excited about another good year. Alan Yenjayeski, the Nanticoke Trojanettes, we'll talk with him. Enrico Mastriani from Marywood University. Congratulations to our Southern Columbia Tigers. They are state champions, so incredible job once again from Southern Columbia and the job they're able to do. Well, first up, we're going to talk some Riverside girls basketball here on the John Mendola Show, and their head coach Jack Mekilo in studio with some of the young ladies. And Coach, welcome into the show today.
Morning, John. Thank you for the invite.
Well, let's talk a little bit about how the preseason has gone for your squad, and as we get ready here for the regular season upcoming.
Well, as you can see, John, we got a lot of new faces this year. You know, it's a little bit of a rebuilding season for us, and I think the preseason has gone well. We have an attitude that the only thing we can think about is getting better every day, and the kids have certainly bought into that, and I think because of that, we're seeing some progress, which we're excited about. First
thing, looking at some of these girls that I've seen over the years at Riverside is toughness. They bring an element of toughness on the court. Talk a little bit about stuff that sometimes you can't coach, that these girls come to play, and they're hungry to play the game of basketball.
Yeah, and you know, we really believe in our culture, and we really believe that you know, it started in the past, and we're just carrying it on. And you know, our captain Natalie Satil, she really personifies that, and you know, I think that rubs off on all the other girls, and that's how we're able to keep it going every year.
Height-wise, something that you graduated some of that. So talk about some of the girls on the inside. They're going to have to step up a little bit.
Yeah, we're not as tall as we've been in the past, but that doesn't mean we can't throw the ball in there. We're excited that you know, we have a freshman, Kayla Rose, that's going to be an inside player. A sophomore, Maria LeBoy, is going to help us out inside. Another freshman, Emily Taylor, is a player that can go in there. And, you know, we're going to be a little creative this year. And, you know, Natalie Satil might not look like a point guard, but, you know, we might post her up when we get a mismatch.
Sounds good. Tell us a little more about Natalie when she's out there, you know, on the court, and her presence, I guess, like you say, just leadership, right?
Yeah, she's doing a wonderful job as a leader. And I refer to Natalie, you know, she's the keeper of the flame for us because she has ties to – goes back to the girls 10 years ago when I started, and you know, she grew up with a lot of those kids, and you know, she saw what they did, and boy, she's you know, she has really taken that to heart, and you know, she's doing a great job teaching everybody what it's like to be what we think a Lady Vikes should be.
All right, let's welcome in Natalie Satil here on the John Mendola Show. And Natalie, senior season, these things run by quickly. What are you excited about this opportunity for the Lady Vikes this year?
I'm definitely excited to play together with my team. You know, we lost some girls. We have some new girls, and they're really fun. Like, just in practice, the attitudes that they have, they make us excited to play and want to play. So I'm really excited to play with them and together.
And on this team, watching you girls over the years, maybe it's you one night this year that could throw in 15 points. Maybe you'll throw in 2 and have 10 assists, but the ball could go a little bit everywhere with this team, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everybody has their own job, but they really could do anything. They could handle, they could shoot, they could drive. We really know that everybody can do something in like every game. And
some positives, I think, would be plenty of ball handlers this year, and that's something that you're going to need to have. So talk a little bit about some of the girls you think that will be able to handle the ball other than yourself.
I think everybody really can. I know my other senior, Brianna Landvich, she could handle. Julie Antonacci can handle. Even our bigs, Kayla Rose and Emily Taylor, they're freshmen. They can. And we have some freshmen coming off the bench. Elise Karpinski, she could handle. They could drive. They're fast. I think we all could really handle.
Well, you got a big family. We know that. So let's talk a little bit about the brothers-sisters combo and what everybody's up to right now.
Yeah, my brother is actually at Susquehanna. He just finished his football season. And my other siblings are working and in school.
Okay.
So.
And you have a younger sister?
Yeah, I do.
She play basketball?
Well, she was our ball girl last year, but she's a dancer, so I don't think so.
All right. Hey, as long as she's doing something, that's awesome. How about the clubs and organizations you're involved with there at school? You're pretty busy.
Yeah, I'm president of the National Honor Society in our senior class, and I'm in the student council and treasurer of the FBLA club. So, yeah, I'm keeping busy.
And the grades are outstanding. You're maybe second in your class, somewhere around there. Of course, those things change from time to time.
Yeah, they're changing.
But talk a little bit about your intentions of what you want to do next.
My intentions are to attend Syracuse University and major in environmental engineering. So that's what I would like to do.
That sounds pretty interesting. And how about people at home that help support you and inspire you a little bit?
My parents are definitely my biggest inspiration and supporters because they really want me to do what I want to do, and they're not forcing me to do anything that they want me to do. So they're letting me pick what I want to do, and they're really supporting me with Syracuse because it's so far and cold up there.
Yeah, it is getting a little bit of cold, but you're doing great stuff. Continued success, and keep working hard.
Thank you.
All right, Natalie Satil, just, second in her class. She also does track and field and golf, and just an outstanding, well-rounded young lady. And we're proud to give you these stories here on the John Mendola Show. Coach, let's get back to you as we move around our circle here at the WILK studios. We have another young lady to talk about, so tell us a little bit about our next young lady.
Brianna Lanovich, another senior that's here today. She's right in the mix for us, and she's got some specific roles that she's really good at. And I got to give her and our assistant coach, Jimmy Rupp, a lot of credit for Brianna's development as a player, because they've worked for 3 years to get her in a position where, she came off the bench for us last year. She's like every player that we have in the program, John. She's going to have an expanded role than she did last year. And, she's got a specific skill set that we're really excited about. You're going to see her out pressure in the basketball. You're going to see her out handling the ball in certain situations. And on the defensive end, we're real excited about her and Haley Tilbury, who are sort of sharing one position for us. We're really excited about what they brought in the preseason as defensive players. It was really exciting to watch.
Yeah, a couple girls I don't think I'd want to face with ball pressure, because they're going to be right there for you, that's for sure. Let's get to Brianna, and let's talk a little bit about your senior season, and what are you excited about this year?
I'm excited to get to know the girls more than we're already together, and just work with them and win games with them and just have a great time.
Another dedicated student, 11th in your class. So you're doing outstanding there, too. Talk about some favorite subjects that you have there at Riverside.
Math is definitely my favorite subject. I want to plan on going for accounting for college and just make that my life.
That has been a popular major. I'd say top 10 majors. I hear student athletes talking about accounting is good, and I guess when you're good with accounting, you should be pretty good with money and your future. So that's always a good idea. Tell us a little bit about, you have a younger sister?
Yeah, she's 13. She also plays basketball, and I know she has also made me better going out, shooting outside our house, and just defense with her. She's definitely made me better.
Let's talk about working on your game. What are some things you worked on? I know you have some range out there in three-point land, but what are you trying to do to make an impact this year?
I definitely want to make my other teammates better. I want to definitely shoot more than I normally do, because I know I don't really shoot, and just do what I do. And
you're involved in a lot of clubs as well.
Yeah, I'm the secretary of National Honor Society. I'm president of our class. I'm in FBLA and student council.
Well, that's a busy young lady, that's for sure. How about let's talk a little bit about your family overall and their ability to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, because they must be doing a heck of a job seeing the results from you.
Yeah, my parents are definitely my biggest supporters. They're always there for me. My dad's always telling me what I did wrong at the games or how I could get better. And my cousins who come to the game, they always have stuff to tell me after. They'll wait for me. They'll say how I could do better.
Well, you're doing great stuff. Keep up the good work. Look forward to seeing you on the court, Bree.
Thank you.
All right, Bree Alanovich here on the John Mendola Show. And, Coach, we just keep getting better. Every young lady we talk to, there's great stories about each of them and unique things, and makes your job a little bit easier as well. And let's talk a little bit about Julia Antonacci, who's with us. She's a junior.
Yep, Julie is my term for her is and only in a kind way is she's sneaky. She's first of all, if there's a better high school shooter in the area, I'd like to see them, because I haven't so far. But she's a lot more athletic than people think. She goes to the basket a lot better than people think. She's a better defender maybe than people realize, and she's really, from last year to this year, she's really taken off in terms of rounding her game out, and I think she's on the verge of really a big season for us.
Well, we look forward to seeing her out there on the court. Let's welcome in Julia Antonacci. And Julia, let's talk a little bit about that shooting. How much more time have you put into that, during the off season here?
During the summer, I definitely put in a lot of time because I knew I had to make my shot better to score more this season. So I practiced a lot, and it's definitely going to pay off.
And I know you love softball, so you must probably have to split that time. So talk a little bit about what you love about the game of softball and where you play there at Riverside.
I'm a third baseman, and I really love softball. I enjoy it, and I play on a travel softball team all through the summer. So I really like that in basketball, and I like just being outside. But basketball is definitely a lot better than softball.
How about this year's team? Obviously, you graduated a bunch of seniors, so you girls are hoping to make your own mark. But what are you liking so far here early on?
I like the freshmen coming up. They're really fun, and they make practice interesting, and they all work hard, and they have great attitudes toward basketball, and it's just great to play with them.
Science, one of your favorite subjects. What do you like about that?
I like how it's just interesting and like hands-on stuff.
And then you're still a couple of years away here from the college life. You hone in on a major yet? Or you're still pretty open?
I'm open to anything in the science field.
All right. Well, we wish you well there. And I see that Steph Curry's one of your favorite players.
Yeah, I think I like him because I'm a shooter, and so is he's the best shooter, so I think that's why.
Well, he shoots from way out there, so we'll see if we could maybe match that. I'm sure Coach Mekilo would love to see you hit a 29-footer or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You might get in a little bit of trouble if you miss it, so good luck. All right, Julie, thank you. All right, we're moving along here on the John Mendola Show as we talk about the Riverside Lady Vikes and Coach Emily Taylor, one more young lady with us this morning, and tell us a little bit about her.
Yeah, it's funny because when you mentioned the post players, I really didn't mention Emily, and if you mentioned the guards, I wouldn't be sure if I would mention Emily because Emily just does everything. She's a well-rounded player. She's like a taller Natalie, to be honest with you. That's what she reminds me of. You can just put her anywhere and she can do anything. And if I wrote down everything that she had to do and handed it to her, it'd probably be like the phone book. I mean, we have her, taking the ball out of bounds against the pressure. We have her in the, she switches positions 3 different times, depending on who we have on the floor. And she comes from a strong basketball background. She's part of that freshman class that we're so excited about. And, she has really come in and, anything we ask her to do, she's available to do. She has a really, she's one of those girls that even as a freshman, she's going to fill the stat sheet. It's not just going to be, points. It's going to be rebounds, assists, steals, all those things. And she's already doing a lot of little things for us. And, to look at her and say, boy, she's only a freshman. We're going to have her for 4 years. I mean, it's a nice position to be in, to be the head coach of Riverside right now.
All right, let's welcome in Emily Taylor here on the John Mendola Show. And Emily, I don't know what's been tougher, playing varsity basketball or coming in to do an interview live on the radio. So I'm sure you'll figure that out here. But let's talk a little bit about what you're excited about to play varsity athletics.
Well, I'm just excited to play. I play with these girls, some of them on rec leagues, and just to finally just play with them, at a varsity level. It's going to be fun.
And as far as the positions, Coach said you're very versatile. Do you have a preference where you play, or it's just, hey, get me out of the court and I'll try something?
Yeah, it's basically anywhere I can play. I'll just try my best to, get my teammates open and get them shots, and as well as myself.
Another softball player, something you really enjoy?
Yeah, but I still think basketball's my favorite.
Well, Coach will like to hear that. How about work in the classroom, and maybe you have a favorite subject or two you enjoy?
Yeah, language arts is definitely my favorite. It comes easy to me. I like to read. My mom's a reading teacher, so kind of makes sense.
All right, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Always good to have that extra help as well when you need it. What's it been like for you and some of the other freshmen? As Coach has mentioned, some of the girls have mentioned, they're excited about this freshman class. So how have they been to you and kind of showing you the way?
Yeah, they definitely been leaders and basically taking me under their wing, showing me all the ropes and stuff. It's gonna be definitely fun to play with them because I know they're great leaders.
Well, I know you're doing a really good job in the classroom as well. And how about the fun that you've done so far, whether it's a team dinner or maybe some get-togethers with the girls here? I know it's early in the season, but seems like everything's going well.
Yeah, definitely. We're all basically close. We have team dinners. Penn State camp was fun. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be very, very fun.
Well, Emily, we appreciate you coming in. We wish you the best here your freshman year at Riverside.
Thank you.
All right, and Jack Mekilo getting back with you. I know Haley Tilbury will be a big part this year of this team, and excited about her and her role on the team. And as you mentioned, a lot of these freshman girls and other girls trying to get playing time. How about some scrimmages that you've had so far, and just trying to get your feet wet and seeing what you're seeing? Are you pleasantly surprised right now? You're still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, well, first of all, Haley couldn't make it because she's at work today, but obviously she's an explosive player that has a lot of experience that we're excited to see what she can do. As far as our scrimmages, we went up against Wyoming area and Pittston area. In the division we play in, we can't afford to wade into things. We got to dive in head first. So our scrimmages have been very tough. We did okay. We did okay. We're excited about the progress that we're seeing. There's two things. I think this group, number one, is very committed. We had a great turnout in the weight room and things like that, and everything that we did. So I think they're very committed. And what we say every day is we're just trying to get better today. And when you're in a situation where we're in, where we have so many new faces, we're not having expectations as far as the league or the exhibition season. We just have to get better today. And we know that tomorrow we have to get better tomorrow. So Monday night when we start with North Pocono, no matter what happens there, we have to get better on Tuesday. And the girls have really bought into this. I could tell you it's so fun to come to practice, to see how eager they are to learn and take everything in. That attitude has us a little bit ahead of where we thought we'd be right now.
Always helps having a supportive booster club, and you're very fortunate there at Riverside to have that support and make sure that these girls are getting whatever they could and giving them whatever they could.
Yeah, we are, and we're thrilled about that, and we understand the position and how appreciative we are of that. And as you know, I don't know if there's another high school basketball team, a girls basketball team, that has live internet feed of their games like we do, that you're a part of, obviously. And Monday night against North Pocono, if people can't make it to the game, if they check our Facebook page, they'll find a link and they'll be able to watch it on the internet. So it's just something that we like to do not only for the kids, but for the families, and especially from the people that's out of town. We think it's a great way to allow families and friends to see the games if they can't make it.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of pride with the Viking community. Coach, we appreciate your time, and great to see you and the young ladies. Have a great holiday season, and we'll catch up with you down the road.
Thank you very much, John.
All right, Jack Mekilo, the head coach there for the Riverside Lady Vikes. Alan Janjayeski and some of his Trojanettes coming in studio next. Jason Kingery from Berwick going to join us this morning as well. It's 10:20 here at WILK. You could follow us on Twitter at John Mendola Show. Go to the website, thejohnmendolashow.com. We give you daily interviews of different people across the area, young athletes, young coaches, and, of course, local colleges that probably don't get enough exposure here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and some of your high school athletes as well. So we'll take a time out. We'll come back. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Jen Ricky Loophole. Break like a good neighbor. Jen Ricky Loophole is there. We'll be back here at WILK.